That's why they are living in hell. The many people. Now, people tell me, why don't you just stick to the Bible when you're doing stuff? Well, 99% of the times I do. But I am going to now go and read from the book of Enoch. Because the book of Enoch gives many details about hell. Many, many details. And it says here, what is showing us here is God has told these angels, go and look at what the shepherds of my people are doing. Go and look at what they're doing. Okay? And note it. The Bible tells us the same thing. God says He watches us. He makes a note of our thoughts. Not just our deeds, our thoughts. That's why in the New Testament, to think a thing is to do it. To think adultery is to commit adultery. To think to kill is to kill. But, you know, we've got people, I showed you there, these people are quite happy, you know. One person said, I can do this, and then I can go home and hug my children. And hug my husband or my wife. The Israeli gun posts are all run by women. There are no men there. The men are out doing the rough stuff. A British armed policeman said this very week that he didn't have a problem going out and killing people. And you know, when he was finished, he could go home and hug his wife. Yep, it was in the national press. We need to have a problem when we are killing somebody, because, as I said, it says do not kill. Now, see, God is saying, Enoch 89:61, observe and mark everything that the shepherds will do to those sheep, for they will destroy more of them than I have commanded them, and every excess and the destruction which will be wrought through the shepherds record, namely, how many they destroy according to my command, and how many according to their own caprice. Record against every individual shepherd all the destruction he effects. Get it? God wants every full stop, every comma, every T-quost. Yes, my name is Joe Bloggs. Yes, Joe Bloggs killed on the 19th of December 2006. 15 people. These were the names of the people. And then, you know, God would say, come, little girl, little baby, mother, just pass by so he can see you. And let him see the damage that he caused to you when he blew your head away. And read out before me, this is Enoch 89:63, by number, how many they destroy, and how many they deliver over for destruction. So, but you're a leader in the government. You're a head of a government. Well, it says here, how many they deliver over for destruction. Dick Cheney said 2 days ago that yes, he was quite happy that he authorized torture, and he thinks it was a good thing. Madeleine Albright said, you know, when he said, well, all these thousands of children killed down in Afghanistan, do you think in Iraq, is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it. Really? Not according to this. And read out before me. So God wants the detailed report. By number, how many they destroy, and how many they deliver over for destruction, that I may have this as a testimony against them, and know every deed of the shepherds. Yes, you pastors. Yes, you government ministers and leaders of the countries. Every single thing. That I may comprehend and see what they do, whether or not they abide by my command which I have commanded them, but they shall not know it, and thou shalt not declare it to them, nor admonish them, but only record against each individual all the destruction which the shepherds effect each in his time, and lay it all before me. And I saw till those shepherds pastured in their season, and they began to slay and to destroy more than they were bidden. That's quite something, isn't it? I've been saying this. I'm just showing you from a different source. This is not new. I've been saying this all the time. So the people who are pulling the strings behind the scenes, making it hell for the people in Congo, making it hell for the people in Zimbabwe, what awaits them? Hell awaits them. Real hell, where the fire doesn't go out and the worm doesn't die. Now you can put all kind of things about this symbolic and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But you know what? I certainly don't want to be there. And the rich man in Lazarus and the rich man, I tell you, he didn't want to be there. And it was such a problem for him that he wanted his brethren warned to make sure they didn't come there. And when you read Enoch, Enoch talks about the instruments of torture for those who go to hell. Well, I mean, it is instruments of torture that are being used on the people right now. As I said, Dick Cheney said it's okay. We got all we needed to go to Iraq by torturing one man, one single individual. So yes, according to him, the Iraq war was driven by what one man said under torture. Well, that's a lot of nonsense, isn't it? But that's what came out of his mouth. And we're not supposed to say idle words, because we are going to be accountable for those words. You see, the wickedness is everywhere now. I've been showing you that throughout this little message, okay? Genesis 6:5, and God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart, not just what he did, even the imagination before it even fully comes to a thought. God saw it and he said, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. That's Genesis 6:5. Genesis 6:6. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And verse 7, and the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. In Matthew 24, it says, today is just going to be the exact same as in the days of Noah. This time, God is not going to destroy everybody. But there is a small remnant that won't be destroyed. Go and look at my document. The man-child, the woman, and the remnant. The man-child is where we need to be. But then we need to be obeying, honoring, praising, and giving God pleasure. I've been telling people this. People think we just have to obey. Hey, we are the wife of Christ if we are genuine believers. We don't marry a wife or a husband because they're going to obey.